Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Now, this lesson is going to be entitled, "We Should Exude Superiority Amongst the Nations." Okay? And the word exude means to display a quality. All right? The quality that we should be displaying amongst the heathen, in the midst of the heathen, is the quality of superiority. Okay? Not by being prideful, but by excellent conduct, by excellent speech. You know? This is how we are supposed to portray ourselves amongst these other nations. I'll say that again. Not by pride, right? Although we're over the heathen. To know that you're over a heathen and to act in such a way is not prideful. It's just the facts. But that's not the way that we exude our superiority. It should be through excellent conduct and excellent speech. Okay? That's why the scriptures speak about having a particular conversation, you know, and being blameless amongst the heathen. And this is how we should be. Okay? Because truthfully speaking, you're not just a representation of you, but you're a representation of your household, your father's house, your family, and your nation, your tribe and your nation. You're a representation of that. And Jake has to start looking at it as such, see, because the Jakes in the world, they don't look at it like that. They look at it as, what I do, I'm me, I do what I want to do, and they don't think about the consequences. Like one of the Ball brothers, right? They went to China and they were with their friends and being influenced by their friends or whatever the case may be. And they went and they stole something in China. And that was a shame to all you so-called black people in America because of that terrible conduct. So now when they see a Jake, they say, oh, this is how Jakes are. Okay? What they've been saying about them is true. We shouldn't be a displaying of what the stereotype of what these devils have placed upon us. No, because you Jakes, the culture that you have right now is a manufactured culture by the devil. This gangster rap, this women are these whores and these different things that they portray our women and our men to be is what they have become. Okay, a lot of them. So we as men of the Lord, we're supposed to show forth the opposite. We're supposed to display the opposite quality, man. Meaning the quality of being righteous, the quality of being excellent, the quality of having knowledge, because they don't see you Jakes as having knowledge or decorum or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So why would we give them that example of ourselves? It doesn't make sense. We're supposed to be displaying excellent qualities, man. Okay? So when you go to a particular restaurant, you tip the people well, right? You tip the people well. You speak with manners. Okay? You know? If you're ignorant of a subject, well, then don't speak on that subject. Okay? Because the scriptures speak about someone who's keeping silence is counted wise, right? But if you are knowledgeable in a particular subject and the conversation comes up, you know, don't be ashamed to display that knowledge, because we're Israelites. We're supposed to be knowledgeable. We're supposed to be a wise people, a wise and understanding people. Okay? Not buffoons, not coons, not clowns, not any of that. Okay? We're better than that as Israelites. Okay? And we're supposed to display that. I love it when I go somewhere and Esau, you know, it's offensive, but at the same time, it kind of makes you feel good at the same time. Esau, they kind of look like, damn, man, he's not the same. He's different. You know? And you know what that does to Esau? That makes them uncomfortable. It makes them uncomfortable to see a Jake with knowledge, a Jake with wisdom, a Jake with decorum. It actually makes them uncomfortable, especially if he's not an ass-kissing Jake. He's not an ass kisser, but then on top of that, he's upstanding. Because usually, if they're somewhat decent in society, they're usually ass kissing to Esau. If he's upstanding, but then on top of that, he ain't ass kissing Esau. Wow. They feel threatened by that. Okay? So you Jakes have to learn how to exude excellency. Excellency means to be of a noble stock, man. You Israelites were supposed to be a noble stock, but as the scriptures say, you have become a degenerate vine unto the Lord, man. You become degenerates. You fell away from what your forefathers were, man. Going all the way back to Adam, going all the way back to Abel and Seth. We've fallen very far, man. Okay? So we could only show forth a shadow of what those things were back then and what the things are to come, the things of the kingdom. Right? We're supposed to show forth a shadow of that. So it's not the exact thing, but somewhat of a preview of the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're supposed to show forth. You understand? And that's everywhere we go, man. We have to be mindful. Image is important, man. The scriptures speak about having a good name. The scriptures speak about that, having a good name. That's in the Bible. Okay, that it's better than precious ointment. Where does a good name come from? Your conduct, your excellency in speech, your excellency in conduct. That's where a good name comes from. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people, right? Certain actors where they're known, and whatever, celebrities in general, who are known for just being complete assholes. Like Ellen DeGeneres, or Ellen DeGenerate would be a better name for that chick. Okay? But she's known for being just nasty, and that's why she lost her show, because she was known for being a terrible person, having terrible conduct. And I don't know what they expect from a anyways, man, you know, a carpet, you know what. Okay? But at the end of the day, right? And those alphabet people, man, they're known for having terrible character, man. They're known for being terrible human beings, but they get prompted up into society for some reason. But anyways, they right, and there's other celebrities that are actually known for being, you know, decent, you know, being somewhat down to earth. Okay? And to hear the way that people talk about them, hey man, they give them, you know, praise, so to speak, right? And when you hear about how they speak about those other celebrities, it's like, ugh, you know? Even the ones that were fans of theirs stopped being fans because of that bad name that they had. That bad reputation they had. Okay? So when I go out places, I'm very cognizant of that. Shit, I might be too cognizant of that. I'm telling you, man. I really be thinking about my image. Oh shoot, Slakia. And not only that, my image and others' image. Okay? And others' image. Okay? And other Israelites' image. Okay? I really do. And I remember I was in this one place, and this well, since I wasn't even all that long ago actually. But there's one Jake I know, you know, and I'm watching him, you know, he's laughing with the Edomites and da-da-da-da. But I'm just sitting back, sipping whatever I was sipping, you know, and I'm watching it, and I'm just watching his conduct. But I know him, you know what I'm saying, and I see the Edomites looking and snickling, and because I'm watching the whole scenario, I'm watching everything, man. Okay, you know, because he was lit at this particular part, you know, at this particular bar, right? So I was watching him, and Slakia, give me a second. Brother's calling me. I'll call him back right after the video. But I was watching him, and before I left, man, you know, I gave him a dap. I said, yo, bro, just be yo, remember that people are watching you, man. People are watching how you move, man. So just take that into consideration. You know, I basically told him to, you know, protect your image, you know, so that he could think, you know, upon how he acts in this particular place. Because they're not just looking at him like that. They're looking at me as the same way, because I'm in the establishment and I'm of his nation. You understand? But they can see there's a clear difference. And something about those people, they feel uncomfortable with individuals like me, but individuals like him, they actually feel very comfortable. They feel very comfortable. They feel very uncomfortable around people like me. And you can see it. And it's not because I'm very kind and very courteous, but it's because of the way I don't carry myself the way they want, that makes them feel comfortable. Because really they know Jake is superior to them. They know Jake is a threat to them. The word Yaikwab means to supplant, meaning to what? To overtake, to take over. Right? So they're always in fear of Jake taking over. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So they're not happy with with seeing Jake in that excellent state. That's why they only consult, meaning their main focus is to cast us down from our excellency. So when you display that excellency, which goes by following wisdom, following the ways of Yahweh Shai, that really makes them uncomfortable. It truly does. Okay? And brothers will tell you, in my camp out here in Montreal, brothers will tell you, man, I've got very angry when I seen brothers didn't tip correctly, man. You know? And I'll even put an extra tip to make sure the tip is right. To make sure the tip is right, because the custom is really 15%, but 20% is considered a good tip. Brothers be giving 7%, 8%, 10%. No, the right amount is 15% minimum, and you should really shoot for 20%. All right. Everywhere I go, they know I tip. Everywhere I go, they know I tip. They don't have no problem. They don't have no problem giving me the tab. They don't have no problem. Whatever. If he forgot the tab, he'll come back. He'll come back next time and pay me in the morning or something. I know how he operates. He's not a niggard. He's not a demon. He's not a gremlin. You understand what I'm saying? You see? Yeah. Okay, so you Jakes, you brothers included, you brothers, you Jakes out there in the world, man, you need to really check your conduct, man. Really check your conduct. You know, and when I speak to people, I ask them, you know, certain questions, you know, not typical questions. I don't ask typical questions. I ask very out of the box questions, like, my gosh, you're a great conversationalist. Oh my gosh, you ask the best questions. I never heard these questions before. You know, I don't just ask typical questions, man. You know, I'm trying to really get into a person's psyche when I ask these questions. But I remember this one chick, you know, we were talking at the bar, you know, a Scottish lady or something along those lines, you know. But you know, she got that typical Edomite mindset towards Jake, though, you know. And what did she say? I asked her something about, you know, we're having a conversation about, if you were famous, what would you want to be famous for? You know, and I gave a particular answer. And I was getting ready to give my answer, and she's like, and before I gave my answer, she said, a rapper? That's the first thing she said. She said, like Jake, for surely I'm gonna want to be a rapper. Because she's talking to a so-called black man. You see, that's because they have a low expectation of you. I said, nah, something to do with government, you know, removing the pollution from the earth, or something along those lines. I said, you know, establishing being a pillar in government, you know. But she didn't understand what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about this government. But damn, she was like, whoa. She's like, whoa. You know, to her, it's like, wow. You know? And, you know, that's an amazing answer, because that's not a typical answer for a Jake. A Jake is not thinking on that level. The average Jake, the average person is not thinking on that level. Forget about Jake. The average person is not thinking about on that level. Okay? So just be mindful about how you carry yourself in this world, because people are watching in your representation of your family, your tribe, and your nation. With that, I'll say shalom.